Welcome back to another Film Geek movie review. Today, after the day job, I am off to check out the new comedy Fool's Paradise, starring, written, and directed by Charlie Day. This movie looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, alright? It tells the story of a character by the name of Latte, who is completely mute. Although, it seems he does have the ability to speak, he just chooses not to speak. Well, he goes off onto a little adventure and gets mistaken for some famous Hollywood actor. So they use him as a stunt double, and well, he gets involved into Hollywood and blah 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 blah, and wackiness ensues. Yep, it's gonna be something like that. This film looks like it's one of those lambasting of Hollywood type movies, and Charlie Day's character seems to be someone who falls within the Charlie Chaplin kind of character. Now, this movie is starring, and at least it has, an extremely large cast. Seriously, like, this is just seems like one of those movies where, like, everyone in Hollywood, like, hey, Charlie Day is making a movie. I hear he's a super cool guy. Let's get in this movie. Or, Charlie, what dirt do you have on these people? Seriously. Nah, just kidding. Certainly, he's probably just a super nice guy, right? No, really, Charlie, what do you got on these people? No, seriously. He's probably a great guy. So anyway, here's some folks, right? Jason Sudeikis, Kate Beckinsale, Adrian Brody, Jason Bateman, and the late, great Ray Liotta is in this film. I don't know how big of parts these actors have, but they're in the movie. So, Charlie, seriously, hit me up, man. Tell me what you got on these guys, okay? Just curious. No, seriously, he's a really great guy. I'm sure of it. Well, anyways, you know what? I need to get out the door because the day job is a-calling and I gotta get to going. So I'll be seeing you here soon on the old flip-flop. Welcome back. Just getting home, and you know what, guys? I had a lot of fun with this movie. This film really entertained me, and it was funny from beginning to end. Okay, so let's get this started, shall we? We're going to do things like I like. We're going to start things with the negatives, and we're going to move into the positives to end the video on the ever so important high note. Not really a lot of negatives, just mostly one negative. Near the end of the film, it suddenly feels like the movie is going to be going in a completely different direction. And when you see the film, you'll know what I mean. And it just seems like, what? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this so late in the film? And then it introduces quite possibly one of the funnier scenes of the film. However, it just doesn't fit. And the scene has John Malkovich in it. And let me tell you, this is the most John Malkovich scene that John Malkovich could possibly be in this entire movie. Like, no other actor could quite possibly pull off this role nearly as well as John Malkovich. Have I said his name enough? Okay, moving on. So that is the one negative of the film, is really just this little thing that happens near the end where it suddenly makes you feel like the movie is going to be going into a completely different direction, and then it just hits the brakes and goes back to what we knew. I'm not quite sure what the point of that was. I don't know if maybe it was a situation where they suddenly realized they needed to put a little bit more in the movie to pad it some, or the film was going to be longer, and a lot of the stuff that this particular little, I guess you could call it subplot, was connected to got cut on the cutting room floor. I'm not sure, but it just seems kind of out of place, and literally, just going back on Mr. Malkovich, it just seems like it was thrown in there to give John Malkovich something to do. That's really all it is, because like I said, when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, the positives. Let's move into the positives, shall we? Because that's really the only thing that bothered me. Other than that, everything in this film is really, really, really well done and very funny. And I was 100% correct in the fact that this was a Charlie Chaplin-esque comedy. There is a lot of great physical comedy, sight gags, and then of course the lambasting of Hollywood. All of these actors making fun of the whole situation, producers, social media managers. Everybody is on the block in this film, and everybody does a good job of just kind of making fun of the whole thing. Just Hollywood in a nutshell is kind of roasted in this film. It's great, and it's a lot of fun, and you can tell that the actors in this film are having just an outstandingly fun time. Everybody in this movie does a very good job. Normally in these big Hollywood, tons of names kind of movies, some people just kind of phone things in. You could tell that they just kind of showed up for the one day of shooting and then took the hell off. Not in this movie. Everyone does an outstanding job. All of the big actors that came in to do their little bits do a great job, and they own it every second that they're on the screen. It is a lot of fun. I have said the jokes many times. Expect a lot of different humor in this film. Like I said, it is a Charlie Chaplin-esque film. There's a lot of great sight gags. There's a lot of really good physical humor. And of course, our main character, much like Charlie Chaplin, does not speak in this film. So Charlie Day has to use a lot of physical comedy, a lot of facial expressions and all to express his character. And it's really, really, really works. So this is definitely a film that I'd say if you are just itching to see a movie this weekend, you've already seen Guardians of the Galaxy, this is a very solid, fun, and funny film to go check out right now. So guys, this is a solid see it in theaters from me, and if you just can't, if maybe money's a little tight right now, maybe you can't get out the door to see this movie, whatever, things happen, right? When this sucker comes out on streaming, trust me, watch it, you are going to laugh. Alright guys, well that's all I have for you today. Thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you liked what you saw here today, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and give me the old thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And if there's one more thing you can do, folks, that is keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.